BT16 set review returns with the cards centered around Yoli Inoue and Kari Kamiya. Exactly what kind of upgrades and retrains does Bandai have in store for Hawkmon and Gatomon in regards to silphymon and the Valkyrimon line? Honestly, with the amount of support for Davis and Ken, how does it compare? Let's dive in and start with the only level 2 egg for discussion, Poromon. Poromon is a new red egg that when attacking once per turn, if this Digimon has 2 or more colors, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 2000 DP or less. This retrain of an egg gains a boost from its last printing at BT3, 13 sets later. This will hit typical floodgates, and amusingly, you could utilize this in combination with cards from the Gallantmon line, if you want to increase the DP threshold. Am I saying it's the perfect solution? Not at all. Still, I feel eggs like Poromon are better utilized for draw, and if you're going to go into archetype-specific eggs, you know which one you want. Hawkmon debuts as its first multicolored variant, being a red-green card that digivolves from a yellow or green level 2 Digimon for a cost of 1, or Poromon for 0. Your turn once per turn when one of your other Digimon is played, or digivolves if that Digimon is yellow or has the free trait, gain 1 memory. Luckily, with the yellow caveat, you get it even when you play a Gatomon. And yes, it is a 4-cost Gatomon, so it does put you to 0 even with the memory fixer. It also has a when attacking once per turn effect that suspends one of your opponent's Digimon. Please tell me that this Digimon has a way to redirect attacks. Please tell me that this Digimon has a way to redirect attacks. Aquilamon, on the other hand, is a red-green Digimon that digivolves for 3. From a green-yellow level 3 Digimon, has a play cost of 4, and evos from Hawkmon specifically for 2. On play, and when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. I really wish Aquilamon was red-yellow, because the DP reduction would definitely work in conjunction with its deletion-based effect. But I get it, considering a Hawkmon went to green in EX5. Lynxmon is the first armored form for this episode, the second overall for Gatomon in the Digimon card game. For 3 memory from a red or yellow level 3 Digimon or 0 from Gatomon, this Digimon has Raid and Armor Purge. When digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn, meaning in some respects you could tackle most level 5 Digimon when you raid in. But honestly, again, I'm not impressed with these kind of armored Digimon. When it comes to show canon, you know who gets all the goodies: Flamedramon, Lydramon, Magnamon, and Rapidmon. But when it comes to the new level 5s, Sophymon definitely is a massive upgrade from previous printings. Like the Pyildramon in my last video, this Digimon can digivolve generically from a red or yellow level 4 for a cost of 4, or DNA digivolve from a red and yellow level 4 for a cost of 0. And also like Pyildramon, your partition is red and yellow level 4 passively, and is also an inheritable. But what about the effect? When digivolving, if DNA digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7000 DP until the end of your turn. This is potentially important. Additionally, when digivolving, when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. This means against most level 6 Digimon, you could delete them with this Digimon. Even Magnamon X, if the immunity is not up at that instance, your DNA Digivolve could minus 7000 DP it, and then use an option card that also throws DP reduction through their turn that would cause Magnamon X to be deleted. I'm actually happy that Sophymon finally gets some love. But the main big upgrade for this set is Valkyrimon Ace. Valkyrimon Ace is a level 6 Digimon that digivolves from a generic red or yellow level 5 for a cost of 4. Sophymon specifically for 3. On play, and when digivolving, all of your opponent's Digimon get minus 5000 DP for the turn. All turns, once per turn when a card is removed from your security stack, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8000 DP or less. If this effect didn't delete a Digimon, this Digimon gains security attack +1 until the end of your turn. Remember how I mentioned Magnamon X isn't exactly 100% protected at all times? Even if your opponent has the protection up, Sophymon could DP reduce 7000 DP and make Magnamon X 5000 DP when it switches to their turn. When Magnamon X attacks, if you blast Digivolve into Valkyrimon Ace, Magnemon X can be vanquished. But keep in mind, if they preemptively drop the Blinding Ray, then nothing matters, of course. Interestingly, if you are able to remove a security, your all turns effect can potentially make you check an extra security. Pretty nifty. Considering the first incarnation of Valkyrimon was fairly weak, I'm glad this Digimon has a 12,000 DP body stat line. Changing gears and moving to Kari Kamiya's line, Salamon is a yellow-purple Digimon that can Digivolve from a red or purple Digimon for a cost of 1, or specifically Nyaramon for 0. Start of main and on play, if it's your turn, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a level 4 Digimon with a Holy Beast, or free trait from your trash with a Digivolution cost reduced by 1. Excuse me? Mastemon players, you can now utilize this Salamon to Digivolve into any Gatomons that may have been sent there prior for a cost of 2. Granted, we'll need to figure out what's the best egg to use at that point. Its inheritable is simply giving all of your opponent's Digimon minus 3000 DP. With respect to Sealed, you have so many level 4 Digimon that have the free attribute. For a Sealed card, this is arguably one of the best ones. The only downside is, there is no Nyaramon egg in this set. Gatomon also returns, as a 4-cost yellow-purple Digimon that Digivolves for 3, from a red or purple Digimon or specifically Salamon for a cost of 2. This Digimon has Inherent Barrier, and an on-play when Digivolving effect, that by trashing one card in your hand, return one level 6 or lower 2-color Digimon card with red or purple from the trash to the hand. This is another amazing recursion element that lets you not only recycle Mastemon pieces, but also Valkyrimon Ace as well. Considering even in a sealed setting, this also gets you any of your pulled pieces since every line has multicolored cards that might splash red or purple. Its inheritable is identical to that of the Salamon. As for the last armor form of this episode, Harpymon dives into the competitive scene. A red-yellow Digimon that Digivolves for 3 generically from a red or yellow level 3 Digimon, and of course Hawkmon for a cost of 2. It has Armor Purge, and a your turn effect that when this Digimon checks an opponent's security, if you have 3 or more security cards, gain 1 memory. If you have 2 or fewer security cards, recovery plus 1. Oh boy, we're getting more recovery effects on a level 4. Granted, it's basically Angelomon from the good old days, and you have to attack, but still, in certain other decks, I feel like you could get a large enough buff to potentially go again in the next turn. In Sealed, I feel like if you open this, you have a good chance to recover and keep the game in your favor. Moving to Tamers, Yoli Inoue and Kari Kamiya make their appearance as a dual Tamer. Start of main phase, like Davis and Ken, they can play one Hawkmon or Salamon from hand without paying the cost. And the next time your opponent's turn ends, return that Digimon to the hand. Your turn, when one of your Digimon Digivolves into a red or yellow Digimon, by suspending this Tamer, gain 1 memory. If DNA Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn. And like all Tamers, when they're hitting security, you play them without paying the cost. While a lot of the effects are the same with Davis and Ken, I also feel that the DP reduction should have gone through your opponent's turn. But its effectiveness isn't like most red-yellow Tamers, where when you attack the DP reduction happens. This is only by DNA Digivolving. I also feel that due to red and yellow never really having memory gain effects, the 1 memory feels okay, but slow comparatively to blue and green. The last card goes to the Beastly Storm Dance of Affection, a 3-cost option card that main, you may play one Aquilamon or Gatomon from your hand without paying the cost. Then 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand. The Digimon this effect DNA Digivolved may gain security attack plus 1 for the turn, and attack a player. Interestingly, while silphymon is the intended target, Chimeramon also isn't terrible, considering you might be able to get 4 colors in it much more easily now and get a security attack plus 1 at 12,000 DP. The DP reduction may also be useful. Partially, I wish it had some form of protection like the option from the last episode, which gave protection by battle and blocker. Its security simply plays one Hawkmon or Salamon from hand or trash without paying cost, then adds this card to your hand. Largely, there are significant upgrades for Hawkmon and Gatomon in this set, and while silphymon and Valkyrimon could be one avenue that players pursue, Mastemon may actually have some additional tools here to use as well. Which deck are you looking forward to playing from this video, and why? Let me know, as the last 2 Digidestined from Adventure 2 are reviewed tomorrow. TK Takashi and Cody Hida. Stay tuned. This is DIGI-PANDA, logging out.